Hello, welcome to Sizzle Crypto, and in today's video, we're going to check out Bitcoin. Is it going up? Is it going down? Let's find out. UST dominance. We're going to check out that, one of my favorite charts to seeing if crypto's going up or down. Ethereum, I got some juicy news behind Ethereum right now that could show some positive price action. And Jasmy, just a little bit of a chart of a trade that maybe is a possibly something you want to look at or get into. Of course, at your own discretion. I'm not a financial advisor. Let's get right into it. All right, this is Bitcoin. Let's take a look at it. Okay, for Bitcoin, as you can see, we're in a very big rising channel. Whoop! Fantastic, right? Going right to the upside. But we do know that rising channels have a 64% chance of breaking to the downside. And that's sad, but that's just normal part of trading. You go up, you go down, and that's just how it is. And sometimes you go sideways, and no one likes sideways. So, if I'm looking at this right now, what we're hoping is that maybe Bitcoin can definitely, it would break in new all-time highs, but if it's going to follow this rising channel, we are looking for about $127,000-$130,000. Now, if it doesn't go and hit there and it breaks to the downside, it's going to play out with the 64% chance of breaks to the downside, which is normal, nothing wrong with that, a correction. And what we could see is that price action goes all the way down and touches support. Now, before I enter some big short trade, I would just say I would wait for it to break support. A lot of times what I see is that it will go down, it will touch support, then it will break back into the channel, retest, and then you're off to the races. And that would be considered a fake out. And if a fake out happens, you're definitely going to see a lot of positive price action. So what I would say is wait till it goes down here. And if it retests the previous support, future resistance, then, and if it gets rejected, then you are looking for some downside, which maybe we're looking around 53,675. Possibly lower. We really don't want to go lower because if it does stick around here, essentially it would be a humongous double bottom, and then we can maybe see all new times highs, which is a very big possibility. But hey, we're not predictors here, we're not fortune tellers. Right now what we want to pay attention, is it gonna go to the top of the channel or is it gonna break down? What I will say though, if you look on the 8 hour, you do see a bull flag, and it broke out of the bull flag. So right now, from my side, from what I see, is I see some definitely positive price action. And that is absolutely nothing wrong with it. That is fantastic. And what led to that price action too, if you see right here, boop, boop, boop. All right, you got a smiley face, man, or an inverse head and shoulder. So it's just playing out. We might have some more positive price action, but I do want to show you something that contradicts it a little bit. Not necessarily. It all depends. One of my favorite chart is USDT dominance. Now, what I see about USDT dominance is right now on the 4 hour, it's forming a double bottom. If a double bottom plays out and it shoots to the upside, what it means is that the dominance of cash is growing, which means people are taking their money out of crypto and putting it in the cash. USDT dominance, essentially, for one who doesn't know, it's essentially a dollar equivalent. So it's digital cash, if you could say. Not exactly 100%, but just take it for that. No point to get into the semantics. So it's digital cash. And what people use USDT for, or stable coins as they're called, is, hey, I don't feel comfortable about the market. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my money out of the market and put in something that has a 1-to-1 dollar ratio so that I don't lose money. I feel like crypto is about to take a hit, or I feel like it's about to take a downside, or maybe just a standard correction, and I want to pull my money out for now, and I want to put my money back in when I get a better price. So right now from USDT dominance, what I see is that it's forming a double bottom, and it's maintaining this support line. So if that does go up and it does shoot to the upside, we are probably going to take a hit with 95% to 99% of cryptos, and we're going to take a hit with Bitcoin too, which could be just part of a standard correction. Now, if you want to see it shoot to the moon and Bitcoin to take a chance at a new all-time high, then you'll want to see a breakdown here. And, especially if it retests and then gets rejected, we're looking at possibly new all-time highs in the future. As you see, Bitcoin right now is about 97,000. So it looks like it's gearing up. Just saying. We don't know. We just got to keep our eyes on it. So before you just jump into a trade or you dump all your money in Bitcoin, keep an eye on the dominance. Because right now, it's taking a big hit, and things usually like to recover. Now, let's look at some news. Because some of the news I'm going to show you is going to be very positive for Ethereum. And it might show you why it might be a good chance to put some money in Ethereum for the short term. Ethereum has never performed the way I thought it would perform. But hey, I'm not a crystal ball kind of person, I just take it for what it is. I was hoping. And I also got a possible trade later at the end. So let's check this out. So, Arizona House to vote on Bitcoin reserve bill. Now, that's just overall good for crypto. The bill SB 1373 and SB 1025 are on the agenda for a final vote. These legislative measures could have important implications for the state approach on cryptocurrency reserves. I also heard that it's not just Bitcoin, it's other coins too. But we'll have to see. But for now, overall, states are adopting crypto. And states want to have a more stronghold on crypto. I've even seen it in other states that they want to start a reserve Bitcoin reserve. And that's just overall a good thing for crypto. If you're in the market, it shows that it's getting closer and closer to the mass adoption. All right, let's jump to the next news, which is a good thing, I think, too. Prosecutors seek up to 20 years in prison for Celsius founder Alex Mashinsky. Now, I'm not here to go dog someone for going to jail. 20 years is a lot. I'm not here to get into that. But what I am saying is it looks like prosecutors are finally going after crypto scammers. And we've needed this. If anyone remembers, it's a very fun game. If you get it, you get it. You don't, you don't. But the point is, we need prosecutors to go after scammers. Too long has people been scamming in the crypto world without any accountability. You've seen many influencers scam their audience. Nothing happens. You've seen many people get away with scams. Nothing happens. This is just an overall positive direction of the market, because if people start getting prosecuted for this stuff, then they're going to be more scared to do it. And it's going to give investors and other people who are weary about crypto more confidence to jump on in, because they know, okay, scams are starting to go down. There'll always be scams, don't get me wrong. But the point is, it's not going to be easy anymore if people are starting to go to prison, especially 20 years. I mean, come on. And Sam Bankman-Fried, we all remember that. That was really the one that set off the chain events. But now we got this dude who was a big scammer. You can look into it. I recommend maybe watching CoffeeZilla's video about it. He did a phenomenal video about Celsius. And you can learn all about what the scam was. But that's just overall good news for crypto, because we do need to see these scams be halted, because there's just way too many of them. North Carolina digital asset bill passes House and moves to Senate for debate. As Trump embraces crypto nationally, U.S. states are pushing for their own digital asset legislation. Politicians warm to the idea. So it shows that our politicians are now starting to understand, or at least a little bit, that crypto is important. It's going to be for the future. And that a lot of states are wanting to have their own reserves of crypto, which is just showing a big step towards mass adoption. If you have government and you have forms of government accepting and adopting crypto, it's going to give more confidence to the average person and to institutions. And especially if they put, hopefully, positive laws around it that protects institutions and protects people who are buying cryptos, like it protects stock traders. from fraud and abuse, then it's going to see a much more step towards mass adoption, as people will feel more safe about it and not feel like they're in some shady industry where they could just lose all their money with the next time they log into their account and a mistake happens. So that's just positive overall. And now I want to show you something about Ethereum, why it might have a possible short-term upside coming to May 7th. Now, Ethereum adoption surges 40% as large holders buy 2K of ETH. That is actually great. It shows that people are having more confidence in Ethereum. They're jumping back on the E train. Choo choo! You know? And overall, it seems that people have very positive look. Well, a new surge of people have very positive looks on ETH and what it can do, and maybe the possible price action. 40%, that's really good. That's just like from low engagement to high engagement real fast. So I don't know if it has to do with I'm about to show you now, but maybe. We have the Pectra upgrade coming to ETH protocol coming May 7th. Now, May 7th is something to keep your eye out, and I could see that ETH on the way up to May 7th should have a price rise. And as upgrades and new news come out about ETH, usually that would lead to indication that, hey, price will rise at least until May 7th. And that's something I'm going to be looking up for. I just wanted to show you, keeping my eye on for now, as up until May 7th, we could see some positive price action from Ethereum. Okay? All right, and if you keep an eye on ETH, this is the 4-hour chart. It's going down this channel, and it has officially broken out of the channel, and it's looking like that positive price action is taken into effect. And right now, if it follows the whole channel move, it's going to hit the next resistance. We really want to see ETH break up, retest, if anything, find support, and maybe some more upside. And I would not be surprised if there is some more upside with Ethereum, just because of the whole news of the new upgrade coming out, which is getting people excited, it seems. All right, let's check on the next thing. Jasmine, what I'm seeing. Ooh, it looks like it already took a little bit of a jump. I'm a little late to the game. All right. It's only up about half of the move almost. But if you can see, it's going down this wedge. Going all the way down this wedge. Formed a double bottom. And broke out. So what I'm seeing from Jasmine is that the measured move is about 12%. And so far, it's hit about 4%, 4.3%. So I'm not saying to jump in now or anything, but if you're looking for some short-term possible upside, maybe Jasmine might be a trade that you're interested in. It has been doing very positive lately, and I've been keeping an eye on it. And move of the whole channel. And it hit spot on. Spot on. So it broke out of this channel, this long downwards channel, going for a very long time, and I could see some more positive price action out of Jasmine. Just something to keep an eye out. Not the most juiciest thing I've seen before, but just something that, you know, maybe if you're really interested in, you might want to jump into such a trade. I would love, though, if it did possibly go down again and performed essentially a retest. But it might not, and you never can predict things, and you never know. And if you don't feel comfortable jumping into the trade, just don't. You know, keep your money. Make sure you're safe. Wait till something that you feel comfortable being in. And that's all the advice I can give you for today. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you next time on Sizzle Crypto.